My name's Penelope Norman. I work at the Arts University Bournemouth. I'm Innovation Project Lead in the Innovation Studio. We've probably all experienced going shopping and garments not fitting. We know that standardising sizing is something that is really difficult for us to be able to do in the industry. And it makes sense if we can provide customers with well-fitting clothing. How the fashion industry has a huge responsibility. 80% of impact, environmental impact, can be altered and changed at the design stage. But why? Why is the industry not adopting different methods? We've got a lack of 3D digital skills and knowledge within the fashion industry. But that is really difficult and it's really tricky to get brands to make this massive change. The initial costs are expensive. Limited libraries of 3D digital assets are difficult. It's a really simple process. So we talk about physical sampling and fit process and digital sampling and fit process. The avatar is central to us creating a better system. So with the avatar central at that, we can fit, we can sample, we can grade and we can design, all based on the avatar. Taking the work of kind of body scanning and turning that into something where we can maybe create a avatar library. It's something that can be more reactive for the industry to work with, because to be simple, it needs to be easy and it needs to be visual for them to be able to adopt it. So I put a call out for participants. So all of these women that took part identified as a UK high street size 12 to the body scans. So this is amazing to be able to take all of this data into the systems, especially when you're looking at women that are supposed to be the same size, and actually going into that data and looking at that data in depth is to create the avatars from the body scans. Use Clo3D for this. The auto-convert was successful. I think you can probably see that. That will allow you to have a little bit more of the bumps. And so these actually became more consistent with the measurements that were coming from the body scans. These were my 7 participants, my 7 size 12 women. And as you can see from this, they're all very different shape. We know this, but we don't often look at it and we don't often see it. And to get the fashion industry to make changes, they need to see a lot of the things, get them dressed. So I put on just a basic block to see that they're all fitting very differently because you've got different colours. So again, visualising something that we know in quite a simple way. Then I put a shirt on, because we all know shirt and bust is really difficult. And then you can see that these 2 women stood side by side here are, according to the fashion industry, the same size, but they're quite clearly very different shapes. And the bust. Some of the limitations to this study that I did was in looking into plus size. So the auto-converting Clo failed completely on the size 22. It wasn't able to cope with that at all. I collaborated with a UK supermarket brand that provided me one of their jumpsuits. So let's go for jumpsuits, because jumpsuits are the hardest to fit. Provided their details as well. So I was able, actually the pattern came in Lectra and I brought it into Clo. Used Clo to sew the pattern up and to create the jumpsuit. Then we've got the avatars dressed and we can start to see the fitting. So this is obviously just on one. Now I think here are my ladies in their outfits. How difficult this is and what we're trying to work with and what we need to try and communicate between people that are working with avatars and body scanning and the industry. There are many different fields that are causing issues in this area. It's on the fact that we don't know where our initial data set comes from when we were in the industry, and we don't know why we're working with the measurements that we're working with. So this was the final VR showroom that demonstrated the models.
You'll see 7 avatar fit models wearing the same outfit. These avatars are developed from the body scans of 7 size 12 participants. The jumpsuit fits these women differently. This highlights the inadequacy of the current approach to size and fit adopted by industry. The space is created to be an engaging visual representation of the issues faced around fit and sizing. This poster shows the jumpsuit on 7 size 12 models in Clo3D, where the fit maps are being used to highlight the fit. The outcome of this project can be experienced both through the immersive virtual reality experience